Press conference scheduled this afternoon by Jefferson Parish officials to talk about odors that may be coming from some landfills on the West Bank has been postponed until Monday. For several months now, residents in Harahan and River Ridge have been complaining about a strong, unpleasant odor. So far, the parish says it's not sure where the smell is coming from, but one possibility could be one of the three landfills in Wagaman on the West Bank that serve Jefferson Parish. The parish says today's press conference has been postponed until Monday so state officials can be there. In the meantime, the Jefferson Parish says that it's already taken steps to order the landfill to stop accepting liquid industrial waste, which may be causing that odor.